Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Newton. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On the jet sweep, here's Harry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. William Golston in on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike.
Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This is White on the screen. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. James White's first carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, You've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Gun. I'm coming. 54 is Mike.
They snap it to Newton. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
This is Leonard Fournette, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
a shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A 4-yard gain.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
I got 86. Single, slow.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good, good.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill.
Good, good, good.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the 50, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
Newton's pass.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and 9 from the 44. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Check 26, check 26. 20.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
20.
Get ready, get ready.
Off play action, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Brady will try again on second down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he's got Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette running out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Leonard Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And it's third down.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Buccaneers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On 1st down, it's Harris. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 29. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
For a
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, 26 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Brady going up top for Miller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
They run again with Harris. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Newton. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Levante David in on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Newton. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, it's Harris, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Devin White on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Back to throw, Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. William Golston in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot.
Nick Folk for the Patriot field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And Folk's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll run with Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they get the timeout.
Good.
It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. This no gimme in the snow. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. This no gimme in the snow.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Nothing easy about that one in these elements in the snow, but he's able to put it home in what looks to be the game winner.
And, you know, I had problems with the footing just walking from the bus to the stadium. I can't imagine being called to kicking this stuff with the game on the line. But he appeared to have zero issues whatsoever.
Another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning 15s, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? When am I alone? Not on the phone, when am I on my own?
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
For the city like the championships. All my records go hard. This a champion hit. I've been working for this moment.
Michel, his first carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it. This is Michel. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Great.
On the ground, this is Michel. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 38.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Off the bootleg. Newton. They'll roll him out right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 34. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. John Simon in on the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
On downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Newton forced out under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
It's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, and the first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And, look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's get off the field. Shoot!
Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
William Golston.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch the out. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They fake the give. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Brady. And his His throw here's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Ready? 180. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Three down.
On second and 11 now. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Under 10. 10.
On the ground is Michel, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Michel. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
I'm going back to you.
On second and 9, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
The 10-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing now is Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Gardner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
20. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Newton out wide, that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Go, go, go.
Play action, it's Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Nick Folk for the Patriot field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa.
Wait, 20.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The tackle made by Patrick Chung. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 66.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 33. A very solid gain of 27.
First down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 23. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Patriots 6. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Fournette, a first down carry. Dante Hightower on the stop. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 8.
Patriots 6. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Hey, look at my power and look at my dogs from. Just a little hiccup. I live it bottom this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New England Patriots.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start with the option. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. On second down, here's the option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Off play action. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Jordan White will get a couple yards on that one. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
First down, New England.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off play action. Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd and 13.
So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
When it was 3rd down defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll begin by running the option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Jordan Whitehead.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Off the play fake, Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, this is White on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Complete.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
first. They need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now it's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Fielded in the end zone. And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it.
25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Brady going to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
35's the Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 35, Mike 35. Check. 35's the Mike. Yep. What's the twist? Hey, bolt 66. Mike 35.
Throwing again. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun give to Fournette, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
2 yards.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
7-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On second down, it's Jones, and he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by...
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Copeland coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Brady. And that will be incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
First down, Patriots.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Michelle. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
And a Patriot 1st down.
That's it. Ready? Here we go. Let's go. Let's bring it. 45. I got you. Check.
They run with Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Brady. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Complete.
That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
That gives them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Patriots.
Right there to 3.
Back to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Newton. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say